Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the live show. Everything going on here in Paris. We have the world leaders arriving in Paris. 50 heads of state tonight, folks. Donald Trump, we saw arrive earlier, and he met Macron and also Zelensky. We have live footage right here in Paris. In the top left, you see Macron, and here the streets of Paris, France, on the main screen, as other world leaders are arriving. Before this big ritual ceremony in Paris to the so-called rebirth of the Notre cathedral. After the big fire that happened a few years ago, work has been made on restoring it, and they're calling it the rebirth of the Notre cathedral. And so they're going to be doing these ceremonies and rituals tonight where they say they're going to be handing it over to the Catholic Church. We have a list of what's coming up. We'll have to be careful of the music, of course, as per usual, but the Notre Dame Cathedral reopens 5 years after the devastating fire with a ceremony in which the state hands over the building to the Catholic Church. The Archbishop opens the door and a liturgical celebration is held with singing and a blessing. The ceremony begins at 6 p.m. GMT, which is 1 p.m. EST. And then Macron will give a speech, followed by the national anthem. And then the Notre Dame door will be reopened and guests, including heads of state, priests of Paris churches, parishioners will enter. And then the liturgical service will begin after that, which they say will have a reawakening of the organ, signing of the Magnificat, and consecration of the altar. And then it says the saints' relics placed on the altar, a blessing and the lighting of candles. So, yeah, it will be interesting to see what they do here. It's such a big event, as we were saying earlier. There's just so much going on here tonight in Paris. I'll have a look at who is actually in attendance and let you know in a second. You see, it says here that the Notre Dame reopens its doors to Macron and other world leaders in a rare symbol of unity. First Lady Jill Biden, Britain's Prince William, and President-elect Donald Trump will join Macron and nearly 50 other heads of state and government, 1,500 guests in total. So a lot of people. And for those of you who didn't see the arrival of Trump earlier, I'll put it on. I'll just show you quickly. This was the arrival of Trump earlier. For those of you who missed it, I'll show you it now. This was Trump arriving, meeting Macron with the golden tie again, the black suit golden tie. Meeting Macron. And when Trump arrived, he was talking about the lots of problems in the world, and they say this is a opportunity for some diplomatic conversation. I don't know if he's arrived at Notre Dame yet. There's lots of different people arriving. I mean, what time is it now? It starts in about 30 minutes, so a number of arrivals yet. Seems a very big event, though. And then we saw Trump and Zelensky arriving earlier as well together, and they were both standing there with Macron, and then we see Trump with Macron here, and Trump was talking about, as I said, the problems in the world, and the world being in a bad state. So that was earlier. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining as a member, Cindy Temple. Really appreciate it. If anyone else wants to become a channel member to help support our licensed live streams to bring you this coverage of major world events away from the mainstream, we pay for these streams and lives. So if you want to help support us and keep us on the air, please do click the link in the live chat.
Allô? Ouais. On se connecte là, mais on est pile au même spot avec Magali, on est tous les deux au même endroit. Non, on peut pas, on est branché à la fibre. Ok, mais vous avez besoin de duplex quand là?
Hi David and Mud. Mod, thank you for modding tonight, David and Mud. Really appreciate your help.
Ouais. Bon, on prend. Ok, à tout. J'arrive de parler correctement aux gens, plus loin, vous verrez bien quand vous le faites. Non? Non, mais on va juste le faire en radio, donc ça n'emmerde pas. On branche la lumière, c'est bon. Non, mais ils vont pas nous prendre, ils vont nous prendre en radio.
So yeah, all of our live streams are all licensed and paid for. We don't steal any feeds. This is professional footage, as you can see. We get these live links as part of our license, so it's really fun, and it's good to be able to do independent journalism with this stuff. And also later on, we might be running a little competition, but more on that later, where we'll be giving away a free King James Bible to the person who wins the competition. That's kind of something new we're going to try tonight.
Je crois qu'ils se prennent en radio, non Magali? Ils se prennent en radio.
Voilà, on continue ici à Paris. Cette cérémonie vient pour son actualité à l'intérieur.
Pardon.
Peut-être que c'est pas très précisé, mais vous n'étiez pas lié à l'époque, mais que Notre-Dame c'est un lieu qui est une puissance.
Thanks for joining the membership, Nicoli. Really appreciate it. Thanks for joining Rise Live and helping support us and keep us on the air.
C'était pas l'église de la cathédrale des pauvres, mais quand on voit peut-être Victor Hugo a rajouté que la Cour des miracles en développant cet endroit où il y a des types de voleurs et de petites gens, mais c'était quand même une des lieux d'accueil qui était pas très propre, pas très.
L'église essayait de faire le nécessaire. Il y avait des gardiens, des marquis qui parfois se donnaient ce soigner pour laisser dormir des gens dans la voiture.
So it says here that because of the strong winds to do with this storm which has hit Europe, as we were showing just a bit earlier, tonight the leaders of this said that the entire opening ceremony will now be held inside the Notre Dame Cathedral instead of on the forecourt, the cathedral's forecourt as initially planned. We've had this storm that's hit Europe, so they've changed that. It will now be inside the cathedral instead of on the forecourt. But guests here tonight include President-elect Donald Trump, America's First Lady Jill Biden, Britain's Prince William, Ukrainian President Zelensky, and they are among the 1,500 guests attending the reopening celebration under Notre Dame's in the cathedral after the so-called Rebirth, after it's been rebuilt after the fire that hit it a few years ago.
Tu peux le mettre là aussi, c'était trop serré. Mais bon, c'est un peu ridicule. Ouais.
Merci Raphaël. Regardez, les arrivées. Et on va continuer aussi à
What I'll do is I'll switch over the two angles so you can see the people arriving on the main screen. Just give me a second. Sorry, there's some music playing there. I'm going to switch over. I've got to be very careful with the music. I'll switch over so you get the main screen. You should be able to do this. And that should do it. You should be able to switch over now in just a second. Okay, make that one a bit smaller. Put that there. Should get the main angle in just a second. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's why. Okay. Now we've got it. Right, there we go. There we go. So this is just on the forecourt of the Notre Dame Cathedral. The people arriving. I'm sure there'll be there should be a lot of familiar faces. I don't know if we've seen Trump arrive here yet. We saw him arrive earlier at another location in Paris, so. Do let us know in the live chat if you recognise anyone.
Like that?
Yeah.
She's 8. She's 8 years old, and she was very angry with me for leaving.
Also, please do give us a like on the video. It really helps the algorithms. If you could just press like on the video, it really help us, and share it if you would. That would be really good and helpful.
Monsieur le Président, s'il vous plaît. Bonsoir, madame. Vous allez bien? Bougez pas, notre télévision. Vous allez bien? Vous allez bien? Merci, monsieur. S'il vous plaît. d'attendre parce qu'il y en a encore qui sont morts.
I was informed.
Thanks, Mary Jane Lane. I really appreciate it. Your support for the license that we show here, really appreciate it. Thanks for the super chat.
Thank you. See you later.
Monsieur le Président, s'il vous plaît. Ouais.
Unfortunately, the weather is a little bit
Yeah, and thanks to everyone who is a member, a channel member, and for your support of this. We couldn't do it without you. It really helps us to cover the overheads of what we do. And thank you to Nana Ange, who's our Patreon producer, and Luli and Lissy Moz, who are our Rise Plus members on YouTube. And for all of the other YouTube members too, thank you so much for your support of what we're doing here. This new initiative of trying to show you what the mainstream can, but also only as an independent outlet, you know, with no major biases, apart from just looking at things realistically when it comes to news and events and world events, to give you this kind of separate coverage away from the mainstream. And I hope it's really helpful and beneficial in kind of keeping you up to date with what's going on in the world in these times. Yeah, someone said, is this a Catholic cathedral? This is a Catholic cathedral, and this is a Catholic, I assume, Catholic rituals that we're going to see here, connected to Roman Catholicism. And they're calling this the rebirth of the Notre Dame Cathedral after the fire. There's going to be the state handing over the cathedral to the Catholic Church. That's one of the elements of tonight's proceedings. And then tomorrow morning as well, there's going to be this big event of the first mass in the Notre Dame Cathedral, and we should be able to cover that as well. We will have a live link to that in the morning. So if you are interested in any of these events and kind of seeing what they're pushing or what they're showing, any agendas, what they're showing here, you can tune into the Rise Live channel. That will be tomorrow morning. What time is that tomorrow morning, just to let you know? That will be the Mass. Yeah, so that will be at 9:15 UK time, I think, which is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 a.m. EST tomorrow morning.
Oui, justement, c'est pour ça que...
Ça va? Vous n'avez pas trop froid?
Pas de 14, pas de 14.
Ouais, d'accord.
It's like there's a big entourage coming down the road there, a lot of police cars, so I'm not sure who's arriving here at this second. I think the Pope is getting quite elderly and maybe finding it hard to travel around a lot.
Attends, on va pas s'approcher, hein, nous, hein, Marine. Comment? Ils ne laissent pas nous approcher. Je sais même pas si vous... Ouais. Vous êtes toujours à la l'Ukraine, vous êtes toujours à la résidence. Attention.
Incredible footage. Incredible.
Ok, très bien. Super, on vous attend. Merci, à tout de suite. Bye. Faut partir vite, merci. Ils sont...
Lui, il va me dire.
Je sais pas s'il va vouloir d'un parage. Tu le fais, tu attends.
Zelensky. There he is.
Monsieur, please.
Je vais devoir l'écarter. D'accord? Je reste, mais je vais bouger.
As I say, please do give the video a like if you can. If you've just joined us, it really helps the video reach more people, and if you want to share it, that's also really helpful. And if you want to help support our live broadcast with these licenses, please do become a channel member if you so wish. The link will be in the live chat, and Mud will post it, I'm sure. Thanks Mud and David for modding tonight. Really appreciate that as well. There's a future King of England, Prince William, just arrived at Notre Dame. Lots of people arriving. Another big entourage with the police cars coming down the road. This is a lot bigger of an event than I thought it would be.
Bonjour madame.
Par ici, votre Altesse. Vous êtes au corps convaincu.
Arash thinks there's going to be an alien invasion. Well, we'll have to wait and see. A standing ovation for Zelensky in Notre Dame.
C'est bon, intéressé? Non mais je voulais qu'elle ait la photo parce qu'elle vient.
Chez madame derrière. Voilà.
As I said, at some point we're going to try and run this new competition tonight where we're going to give away a free King James Bible. So if you want to stick around for that, you're welcome. Might do that a bit later on because there'll be some points during this, of course, where there'll be some music and we won't be able to play everything because of copyright on YouTube. But maybe I'll wait till then and we'll try out this new idea for this competition live. So.
Non, tu touches pas. Do you want us to hold the umbrella or not?
La délégation.
Oui, il y a le prêtre.
Ah, putain, je peux pas passer là-bas. Ils sont tous sortis de l'autre côté. Bah ouais.
Patrick, which way would
We're going through that one. Well, both.
There's President-elect Donald Trump.
Monsieur le Président. Arrivé à
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful shots of Paris, the Eiffel Tower. So as I said, originally they were going to do the ceremony on the front of the cathedral, but they've had to change it now because of the storm Dara that's come across the UK and Europe. So now they say the ceremony will take place inside the cathedral instead. Dimar is talking about the golden age. Yeah, look at the Eiffel Tower there. Yeah, as I said, part of this ceremony ritual will be what they say is the handing over of the Notre Dame Cathedral to the Catholic Church by the state. And so there'll be this ceremony and a speech from Macron. Then they're going to open the Notre Dame door. That's in 40 minutes or so. Opening the Notre Dame door. But I think they've changed that a bit because of the storm, so it's all kind of inside now. And there'll be this ceremony. But as I say, the music, I will have to avoid the music because of YouTube. So we won't be able to play all of the music that they have. But we'll be able to see what's going on live. Live here is Donald Trump. And 1,500 guests. see this seat next to Trump says Jill Biden, but they're not here yet. Jill Biden and a few other from the US, empty chairs at the moment. Here's some more arrivals. Who is this? This looks possibly American, do you think? Chevrolet, is that?
Ouais. Attendez, elle est où?
Who is arriving? Who are we waiting for? A few people in the crowd looking at Trump there, behind him.
Are you going to leave? We're good?
Ah, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is there. I didn't realise that.
Welcome. We're gonna go this way.
Okay.
Right. Let me be a little bit ahead of you. Be careful with the steps.
I'll just.
You wanna
I got you.
right
Well,
here.
you got me. Thank you. Please, with me.
Right behind you.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Right behind you, love.
Mesdames.
Thanks. Hi. This one's Ashley. Oh.
As I say, please do come back here for our regular coverage. We now cover major world events and things developing in the times that we live in and events across the world. So please do subscribe to the channel. If the mods could put the YouTube link, you have to click the notification bell to all notifications so that you're informed the moment we do go live as different events and stories break across the world. So please do subscribe, but you have to click the notification bell. Otherwise it probably won't tell you. That's just the way YouTube works, unfortunately, to all notifications. The bells of Notre Dame are about to ring. Sing the bells. Is anyone counting the amount of tolls? Eerie with the winds of the storm as these priests and bishops arrive for the Notre Dame Rebirth ceremony in Paris.
Frères et sœurs, entrons maintenant dans Notre-Dame. C'est elle qui nous rassemble. C'est elle que nous aimons. C'est elle qui nous accompagne sur notre chemin vers le Père. Source de toute vie, par Jésus-Christ, lumière née de la lumière, dans la force de l'Esprit Saint, consolateur. Notre-Dame, modèle de la foi, ouvre tes portes pour rassembler dans la joie les enfants de Dieu dispersés.
Well, there's some music playing now. So he banged on the door with his staff. Now we've got some music. Got to be careful of this. We'll be back with the sound when they stop the music, just because of YouTube. We'll have to be kind of in and out with when the music plays, obviously. I'm sure you understand. Yeah, interesting so far. A lot more people there than I thought there would be. Elon Musk there as well. Quite a big event, isn't it? Any ideas so far? What are your thoughts on what you're seeing?
Notre-Dame, Mère très aimante, ouvre tes portes pour nous aider à chercher l'amour et la vérité, la justice et la paix.
He's gonna bang on it again. Oh. We've got some projection lights on the front of the church as well. It's like kind of emanating when he bangs it, like ripples across the front of the cathedral. Anyway, I think this... How long's this go? So this ritual ceremony is... it finishes in about 1 hour and 40 minutes. So we'll see what else is in store.
Notre-Dame, témoin de l'espérance, ouvre tes portes pour que brille sur nos vies la lumière de la miséricorde et que resplendisse à nos yeux la victoire de la résurrection.
Ah, he's going to bang it again, okay. 3 times, huh? And there you go, there's like the ripples, the golden ripples coming from the door. That's interesting. Using, I guess, projection technology. It's a merge of technology. I've never seen this before in this type of religious ritual. It's probably got it on in the Vatican, I would imagine, where Pope Francis and all the bishops probably watching this on their TV set, I would imagine. But glad to be bringing this to you live. Okay, there's some music, sorry. So there's this like epic choir music as he's opening the doors. Yeah, Victor Black said opening the doors of mercy. That's very similar to what we saw a few years ago when I covered the closing the door of mercy and that, where similar type of thing actually, yeah. And he's very colourful there. Does anyone know what the colours represent? So there's just some choir music playing while Macron comes in and shaking his hand. They're doing this sort of ritual where the state is handing Notre Dame to the Catholic Church, so it looks very much like that kind of thing is being shown here. But at any moment I can give you the sound, I will. It's just obviously the music I have to be careful of. But I didn't make this up. The media and the official statements have said it is a rebirth ceremony since the fire caused all the damage a few years ago to Notre Dame. They're calling this the rebirth ceremony. Thank you, Sarah Church. Really appreciate it. She said, I'm thinking what everyone's probably thinking. Thank you for covering this instead of mainstream media. Thank you for your contribution to the licenses we pay for this. Really appreciate it. Keeps us going. This is a new endeavour that we're doing to give an alternative to mainstream independent journalism. So I think Macron is going to make a speech soon. That might be in French, so that won't be easy to understand if he does, but they're doing all this choir music as he's walking to the front of the church. In the words of the song at the moment, I can hear Maria repeatedly. Maria. Thank you, Rebecca H. Really appreciate your support of the live. She says, thank you for all you do. God bless you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so they're singing Maria repeatedly. What does the word Notre Dame mean? Let me just look that up. Notre Dame is a French phrase that translates to Our Lady in English. It is a title for Mary, So yeah, this is the Roman Catholic Mary. Notre Dame means Our Lady. So yeah, as we've looked at before in terms of the goddess, you know, the Queen of Heaven, false goddess connotation to the Roman Catholic idea of Mary. So yeah, this song is just very, very much about Maria. I wish I could play you it, but we would just get copyright flagged if we do. Yeah, it's a very big cathedral. I have been there years ago. I don't know if any of you folks have been to Notre Dame in Paris as Trump. Yeah, obviously it's made famous by the Hunchback of Notre Dame, but I don't believe that he is a literal figure. I think that that's just mythology. Yeah, they haven't actually finished restoring every part of it yet. There's still some things due to be restored next year, I think, but this is the consecration ceremony ritual for the Catholic Church. And then, as I said, tomorrow is the, quote, first Mass in Notre Dame, which we will be showing live tomorrow morning in the early hours, which will be tomorrow. That will be at 8:765, about 4 a.m. EST, 9 a.m. UK time. And then there's also the Pope's doing something tomorrow. He's paying homage to the Virgin Mary statue in the Spanish Steps in Rome, and that's tomorrow. Pope Francis is paying homage to the Virgin Mary tomorrow as well, so that's interesting timing. We'll have a live link of that as well. That's at 3 p.m. GMT. So yeah, when they finish singing Maria, we will bring you the sound back. But I've never seen colours like that for these bishops. Like, does anyone know what that represents? Tag me in the live chat at Rise if you know what those colours are. Is that something to do with France, or it's just interesting? That staff as well. That's not something I've really seen before either. Quite a pronounced staff. Yeah, please click like on the video while we're doing this. If you could click like on this live video, it'd really help the algorithms. If you could at least click like if you can, or share it if you want to. It really helps us get this independent media coverage out there. Away from the mainstream, with a bit of truth injected here and there. We'll also be doing a competition tonight at some point during, maybe at the end of this broadcast, in an hour or so. We'll be doing a competition where you can win a free King James Bible. It's a new idea we've come up with, but so they're still repeating Maria over and over. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's some music there. They're showing the obviously the fire that devastated the cathedral. It's got some music on it, so I can't. So what are your thoughts about this so far, folks, those that are watching? Rosie says it's the colours of the French flag, red, white, and blue. Wow, that's quite bad destruction. I don't know if they know actually what caused that fire. Or has it never officially been said, has it? Believed it could be an accidental cause such as an electrical fault or smouldering cigarette butt was most likely. Since then, at the time they did the investigation, there's been no new information that's surfaced to suggest a deliberate arson. So they're saying that they think it was an electrical fault or a cigarette that caused this fire. Hello, Nikki H. Good to have you with us. Thank you for modding. Really appreciate it. Thanks to those who helped support the live stream tonight and keeping us on the air with these licenses. We really appreciate all the members and everyone who's helped support, keep us going. It's really very much appreciated. And those are Sarah Church, Mary Jane Lane, Nikolai, Cindy Temple. Thanks a lot for joining and supporting us. Hey, Mute, thank you. We'll be back with the sound shortly when we are able to. There's the music, unfortunately. Vageman, it is free. Thank you. You can watch this for free. We pay a couple of $1,000 a month to have the lives, so I don't think it's wrong to ask people if they voluntarily would like to help us if they enjoy it. Yeah, but everything on here is absolutely free. It's definitely not free for us, though. Okay, I think the music's finished, hopefully. And the shape of the cross, as a lot of cathedrals are. Thank you. Thank you, Laurie Nonco. Thanks for your support. Hey Lonya, thank you for joining the membership. Really appreciate your support. Thank you. Very golden age. I'm guessing this must be the firemen that have helped with the blaze. Thanks, Light in the Darkness. Really appreciate your support. Thank you for helping. Really appreciate it. I'll read out your message. The way of the Lord is strength to the upright, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. The righteous shall never be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth. Proverbs 10:29. Okay, we've got some music playing there. Thank you also to It's for FJM for joining the membership. Really appreciate your support. Thank you. We've got some music playing now. I think there's going to be a speech from Macron very shortly, but that'll probably be in French. We're going to do... oh, that's like a golden disc. It looks a bit like a sun, that. Yeah. General Buck Turgerson in the chat says that looked like a sun, he said. Well, there's a lot of sun symbolism in the Catholic Church, in Roman Catholicism. the sun worship side of things. Thank you for all your live comments. Really appreciate your perspective on what you're seeing. Thanks for contributing to the discussion, and it's really interesting to see what you're all posting and talking about in the live chat. I'll bring the sound back in a second when the music stopped. Well, some people say it goes back to Nimrod, don't they? In Babylon. Okay. We can't listen to the music, unfortunately. I'd love to, but YouTube will detect the music and probably give us a copyright strike. It's just the nature of this platform, unfortunately, but it's just the music we have to cut out. The golden tie. But no, it's... Prince William is there, just by Donald Trump. So, as I said, we're going to run a competition in a bit. At the end of this, we will... We'll give away a King James Bible. We're going to, so we're going to try that one today. That's a new thing we decided to do. So if you want to be here for that, please do stick around. This should be on for. This finishes in about 40 minutes, I think. I had a mince pie somewhere here as well. I think I've lost it. Oh, there it is. Found it. So yeah, thank you for joining us tonight as we watch this unfold. Please do give the live video a like. It really helps us to get it out there. D. Mars says it's like a horror movie. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, all our live footage is professional and licensed. We're not stealing these from anywhere. These are part of our coverage that we have now. Sheep in an Arrowboat says it has an oppressive feel. And he thinks the sculptures make you feel like you're being watched. Okay. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, folks, on the live chat. I'm guessing this week... Oh, it's very golden out the front now, yeah. Like the gold cube there. Colour of gold. What's coming next? I mean, I'm assuming it'll be somewhat ecumenical in some way. Seeing as the Roman Catholicism Vatican side is really pushing the ecumenical things at the moment now. And one world religion things. What's coming now? Is it more music? No, speech.
Je me tiens devant vous avant que ne commence la liturgie pour vous dire la gratitude de la nation française. Gratitude à l'égard de tous ceux qui ont sauvé, aidé et rebâti Notre-Dame de Paris. Gratitude à l'égard de tous ceux qui sont présents au moment où nous nous apprêtons à la rendre aux catholiques, à Paris, à la France et au monde entier. Oui, ce soir, les cloches de Notre-Dame sonnent à nouveau et l'orgue dans un instant s'éveillera. Musique d'espérance, familière aux Parisiens, à la France et au monde. Les cloches de Notre-Dame sonnent à nouveau, qui ont scandé les heures du jour et celles de l'histoire. Elles sonnent, comme elles ont sonné pour les 11 rois qui ont vu s'élever la cathédrale, pour Saint Louis rapportant d'Orient la couronne d'épines, pour Henri IV, pensant la blessure des guerres de religion, pour le vœu de Louis XIII et les victoires de Louis XIV, pour Napoléon se sacrant lui-même un matin de décembre 1804, pour Victor Hugo déambulant, rêveur, cherchant les yeux levés l'ombre de Quasimodo, pour Claudel, ployé au pied d'un pilier, revenu à l'espérance, un soir de décembre 1886, pour annoncer aux résistants de Paris l'arrivée du général Leclerc et des siens, puis pour célébrer la libération aux côtés du général de Gaulle, pour les adieux de la France à ses génies, à ses soldats, à ses grands hommes. Oui, elles sonnent, elles qui ont accompagné notre histoire. Pourtant, nous aurions pu ne jamais réentendre cette voix. Le 15 avril 2019,
I would imagine
la
most
nouvelle de
people,
l'incendie a couru de lèvre en lèvre.
most people here don't speak French.
Les images de
Some.
flammes dévorant le
Oh,
transept,
have they
la
got
fumée
translators
noire,
in their ears? I don't
la
know.
flèche
No, I
qui
don't think they
vacille
have.
puis s'effondre
I don't suppose many
dans un
people,
fracas
well, some people
d'ossements.
know what. I don't suppose some people
Et ces
understand
heures
French.
de combat face au feu. La décision de lui laisser sa part et ces minutes désespérées où tout pouvait partir, où la pierre, le bois, les vitraux auraient pu disparaître. Durant ces heures, il s'est trouvé des étudiants descendus de la montagne
Yeah, you
Sainte-Geneviève,
would think there would be a translator at the front, yeah.
des promeneurs à Times Square pour s'arrêter en
Ah,
larmes
no, they
devant
do.
les
They
premières
have an
images.
earpiece.
Et de Rome à Moscou,
They have an
des
earpiece.
croyants de partout venus se réunir devant nos ambassades, des chameliers au long du Niger, descendus de leurs bêtes pour prier dans leur religion Notre-Dame. Ce soir-là, heure et malheur étaient mêlés. L'enchaînement de malchance, le vent d'Est qui s'est levé au pire moment, poussant les flammes vers le beffroi nord.
Does anyone in the chat speak French? Maybe you could give us an idea of what he's saying.
Certains appelleront hasard, d'autres destin, d'autres providence.
Anthony Jones in the chat, you speak French. What's the gist of
De la
it?
bravoure. Celle de ces sapeurs-pompiers et de leur chef, envoyés pour une dernière tentative plus dangereuse encore que les autres.
C.
Ces hommes escaladant la
speaks French
façade,
in the live
plongeant
chat.
dans le feu afin d'empêcher les 16 cloches de tomber et avec elles toute la cathédrale. À 22h47, retentit ce message.
He's speaking about the fire,
Nous
okay.
sommes maîtres du feu. Nos pompiers reprenaient l'avantage.
Well, that would
Et
make
il n'y eut
sense, yeah.
cette nuit aucun mort. Vers minuit, nous avons ouvert le grand portail.
Hellbent monk said he mentioned our religion of Our Lady. We were saying earlier that
Le plomb continuait de couler
we're saying Notre Dame means Our Lady.
L'eau, une odeur âcre, la croix et la piéta qui apparaissaient dans un éclat singulier, et la Vierge au pilier, intacte, immaculée, à quelques centimètres à peine de la flèche tombée. Notre-Dame de Paris était sauvée, défigurée, mais sauvée, par la bravoure, le courage de ces hommes. Alors commencèrent ces minutes où tout pouvait vaciller.
Avram said he mentioned Quasimodo.
Devant un tel drame, incertitude et désolation de ne jamais revoir la cathédrale comme avant.
Imagine.
Vertige de découvrir que Notre-Dame de Paris pouvait disparaître et que nos cathédrales aussi sont mortelles. Alors, nous avons choisi le sursaut, la volonté, le cap de l'espérance. Nous avons décidé de rebâtir Notre-Dame de Paris plus belle encore en 5 années. Le sursaut, la volonté.
There does seem to be a big emphasis or focus on the Queen of Heaven stuff here at the moment.
Fraternité de ceux qui ont donné.
The original song they came into was repetitively saying Maria, Maria, Maria over and over, and which, you know, the...
Unis par l'espérance et réunis dans ces murs.
Oh, he did mention Quasimodo. Did he?
Apprentis et de tous les métiers ici réunis.
I didn't think Quasimodo was real, but he mentioned the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh, the author of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, okay.
Puis de Philippe Jost et de leurs équipes. Fraternité, des échafaudeurs, des grutiers, cordiers.
It's kind of cool to think of the Hunchback sort of sitting upstairs by the bells, listening to this. That's kind of my imagination, I think.
Fondeurs, ferronniers d'art, serruriers, dinandiers, patineurs, lustriers, artisans de la pierre et maçons, tailleurs, carriers, sculpteurs, restaurateurs de sculptures et de peintures, maîtres verriers, facteurs d'orgues et campanistes, archéologues, ingénieurs, chercheurs, historiens, conservateurs, régisseurs d'arts et architectes, et tant de métiers encore. Oui, ces femmes et ces hommes, plus de 2000 durant 5 ans, se sont inscrits dans la chaîne de ceux qui, depuis le XIIIe siècle, ont bâti la cathédrale. Reconstruisant la forêt de Notre-Dame, cette charpente de 2000 chênes, puis la flèche à l'identique.
If you've just joined us, please do give the video a like if you could. Really helps us get the video out there. And the algorithm. So if you haven't already, please do give us a like on the live video.
Durant 5 années, ici, chaque femme, chaque homme fut nécessaire pour rebâtir. Chaque aide, même du bout du monde, fut nécessaire pour tenir. Chaque geste fut nécessaire.
No, it's a beautiful language,
réconciliant la grandeur de cette cathédrale et l'exigence de tous ces métiers. Nous avons redécouvert ce que les grandes nations pouvaient faire, réaliser l'impossible. Cette cathédrale fut ainsi la métaphore heureuse de ce qu'est une nation et ce que devrait être le monde. Fraternité d'un peuple déterminé à faire de grands choix. Fraternité universelle et entraide. Notre-Dame nous dit que nos rêves, même les plus audacieux, ne sont possibles que par la volonté de chacun et l'engagement de tous. Notre cathédrale nous rappelle que nous sommes les héritiers d'un passé plus grand que nous, qui peut chaque jour disparaître, et les acteurs d'une époque que nous avons à transmettre.
So apparently he's speaking it,
Notre cathédrale
repeating a
nous dit
thematic
combien le sens,
arrow with Our
la
Lady,
transcendance nous aide à vivre dans ce monde,
according to the people in the chat who speak French.
transmettre et espérer. Tel est le sens de ce travail et de notre présence ce soir. Nous nous inscrivons à notre tour dans ce cortège de bâtisseurs, nous révélant à nous-mêmes face à l'adversité.
He's talking about the importance of cooperation, according to Crystal now. Thank you for translating this,
Va
folks.
s'éveiller. Les fidèles, bientôt, viendront prier.
Oh, okay. He said the repetition is just
Le monde
repetition
recouvrira la
is just in
cathédrale
relation to the
revêtie
building, not to Mary.
et
Okay.
embellie. Et nous, il nous faudra garder comme un trésor cette leçon de fragilité, d'humilité et de volonté.
Mute.
Et n'oubliez jamais combien chacun compte et combien la grandeur de cette cathédrale est inséparable du travail de tous. Ce soir,
So Alex said the issue here that he's seen is that Alex is seeing that he's focusing on it. The speech is focusing on everything possible except the God of the Bible. The key point is the cultural significance and the people, not God. That was Alex's comment, who I believe speaks French.
vous
So
avez
he's
rendu
just
cela possible.
yeah.
Soyez-en remerciés.
So that was Alex's
Vive Notre-Dame
comment
de Paris.
here in the
Vive la
French.
République.
But I can't speak French, so I'm just relying on your translation. Thank you, folks, for your translation there. Appreciate to get a bit of insight into what was being said in the speech, but obviously we can... Okay, what's happening now? So we've got some choir music. Yeah, I just have to be careful of the music because of YouTube copyright. So there's the choir, and they're coming down the middle in the gowns. Okay, what is this part of it? I'll just have a look at the... What time is it? It's nearly 7. Is that the Vatican flag? That's the Vatican colours there, isn't it? The yellow and white. Is that the Vatican flag? No, it looks slightly different, but the same colours. And they're going to do a reawakening of the organ, consecration of altar, saints' relics placed on the altar. I'm not sure what that means. Blessing and lighting of the candles. What's the saints' relics? What? Someone said that they claim to have certain relics in the Notre Dame cathedral. What are the relics that they claimed? They claim to have the crown of thorns. Ah, so this is what they said here. The crown of thorns returns to Notre Dame after the, quote, modern miracle of its rescue from the fire. So they claim to have the crown of thorns. So maybe that will be part of this at some stage before the end of this ceremony. No, I agree. And the thing is like people say, is that they say there's so many claims in some of the Roman Catholic churches, so many different claims to have pieces of the cross and all this, that, and the other, and then there's so many that they could build a boat with the amount of wood. So they can't all be legitimate, can they? So they rescued some of these. They rescued some of these relics apparently from the fire. But the thing is, we're not supposed to worship relics, you know, because it's not about, it's about the person. It's about the person of Jesus Christ, isn't it? It's not about the cross itself or worshipping that or reverencing that. It's about who he is, not the relics. That's my. I mean, that's that's my opinion. And people in the live chat are saying it's a fake, which could well be true. Yeah, I mean, how would you know, for one? And secondly, as I said, people say that there's so many claims to have shards of the cross and this, that, and the other. There's so many, it would be enough wood to build a boat. Yeah, so maybe we will see that. Maybe we will see that because, yeah, that was, they claim to have saved those so-called relics, which they're claiming are relics, but they claimed that, quote, the holy crown of thorns, which is believed to have been placed on Jesus' head, was confirmed to be safe by the minister of Notre Dame. And then they've also got this other one. Stuff like this, what they say is a holy tunic thought to have been worn by the 13th century crusader when he brought the crown of thorns to Paris. That was also saved, as well as this, so maybe these are the things that we'll possibly see as part of this ceremony ritual. Yeah, so it should be interesting to see what they do as part of this. So what time is it now? 5 past the hour. So this. Oh wow! It's a little bit longer. We've still got. Oh, it's longer. It's longer than I thought. We've still got 55 minutes. Wow. So yeah, it's still 55 minutes of this ceremony. Yep. According to the schedule I have. It's quite a long ritual, isn't it? Crusaders, I would say that Crusaders, that's the Templars, was it? Yeah, I assume that's what they mean. They say the tunic allegedly worn by Saint Louis. Let me have a look. Who's Saint Louis? Oh, Louis Of France. King of France from 1226 until his death in 1270. Yeah, so it looks like he was in... Yeah. Yeah. Crusader, King and Saint, Louis. So that's who apparently that tunic belonged to. That is one of the relics. And it said on there that he supposedly brought this relic of the crown of thorns to Notre Dame, to Paris. So, I mean, I don't believe that these things are necessarily what they claim to be. Do you? In terms of these relics, so-called relics. I mean, that's my opinion, but we'll bring you the sound back in just a moment when the music's finished. Okie doke.
Monsieur le Président, permettez que je vous remercie de ces mots et de ceux de la semaine dernière qui traduisent votre reconnaissance à tous ceux qui ont sauvegardé cet édifice au moment de l'incendie, les pompiers de Paris sous la garde du général Gallet et ceux qui ont travaillé à ce chantier incroyable. Les 250 entreprises au grand complet.
But the point is, it's about Jesus himself. It's not about the relics. That's the point I was trying to make anyway, right? As a Christian, it's about Jesus. It's not about the relics. It's not about anything like that, or, you know, it's about who Jesus is, right? Would you agree?
Ont travaillé de grand cœur, mais aussi avec un effort permanent et de longue haleine. Nous savons ce que l'Église, Paris et la France vous doivent. Votre présence devant la cathédrale au moment où lui était infligée une blessure si forte, en ce soir du 15 avril 2019. Votre décision immédiate de nommer un délégué spécial pour la reconstruction de l'édifice en la personne du général Jean-Louis Georgelin, dont la mémoire reste si vive chez nous. La promesse, un pari auquel vous étiez le seul à croire à ce moment.
Yeah, so in that sense, it doesn't really matter whether it is or isn't a relic, because it's not about that. It's about a relationship with Jesus.
Unique mission de rebâtir Notre-Dame de Paris. Et votre attention de tous les instants à ce chantier, marqué par vos visites régulières, notamment à la date anniversaire de l'incendie, jusqu'à cet anniversaire par anticipation, il y a tout juste un an. Pour tout cela, vous savez la gratitude des Parisiens, des Français et du monde entier que vous avez tenu à rendre témoin de ce joyeux événement d'aujourd'hui. Et tous ici savent ce que nous devons aux généreux mécènes de cette reconstruction et aux 340 000 donateurs. Cette immense et universelle générosité est un signe très remarquable. Elle manifeste un désir profond de participer à la beauté qui sauve l'humanité de tant de tristesse et de maux de toutes sortes. Et la générosité des plus modestes signe la participation à une œuvre collective. Elle est comme un morceau du filet de fraternité qui recouvre heureusement ce monde et lui évite de céder aux seuls intérêts particuliers. Et maintenant, avec vous et tous les invités de ce soir dans cette cathédrale qui éclate de lumière au cœur de la cité et sur les écrans chez vous ou dans les rues de Paris, nous entendons maintenant chanter la louange de Dieu. Le grand orgue de Notre-Dame, complètement révisé pendant cette période, va redonner sa voix, ses voix multiples, ses harmonies capables.
According to our translators in the chat, he's talking about he's thanking people who were involved with the reconstruction of the cathedral. Thank you, Chow Yun Kat, for your support of the live licenses and stream. Thank you.
Monseigneur le nonce, maintenant, a reçu un message de Sa Sainteté le Pape François à l'intention de tous ceux qui s'associent à notre célébration, qu'il va nous lire.
Well, there was a seat next to Trump, Jill Biden, but the seat was empty as far as I saw. I haven't seen anyone. I haven't seen her there.
À son Excellence, Monseigneur Laurent Ulrich, archevêque de Paris. Je suis très heureux de m'unir à vous, Excellence, par la pensée et la prière, ainsi qu'à tout le peuple de fidèles réunis et à toutes les personnes présentes en ce jour solennel où votre cathédrale...
Our translators in the chat, please do keep us updated. They're saying that this French that he's speaking here, he's speaking about a message from Pope Francis.
Il y a 5 ans, fortement compromis l'édifice.
And Pope Francis, I believe, is saying here, I am happy to unite with you through mind and prayer.
De foi et d'architecture chrétienne, un témoin séculaire de votre histoire nationale. Aujourd'hui, la tristesse et le deuil font place à la joie.
Thank you for the translation, folks.
Et à la louange. Je salue tous ceux, en particulier les sapeurs-pompiers.
We'll keep you updated on the gist of this translation.
À sauver du naufrage ce monument historique. Je salue l'engagement déterminé des pouvoirs publics ainsi que le grand élan de générosité internationale.
Sadness and death make place to joy today. That's the translation of the message from the Pope.
Et à l'histoire, mais plus encore, et combien cela est encourageant, le signe que la valeur symbolique et sacrée d'un tel édifice est encore largement perçue, du plus petit au plus grand. Je salue aussi
And he salutes the engagement of public powers, the state handing the Notre Dame cathedral to the Catholic Church. A message from Pope Francis.
Et rassurant que le savoir-faire d'autrefois ait été sagement gardé et amélioré. Mais il est plus beau encore que nombre d'ouvriers et d'artisans aient témoigné avoir vécu cette aventure de la restauration dans une authentique démarche.
The message from the Pope is saying it's encouraging that the, quote, value of this building is still important in the eyes of all.
Vécu dans leur travail, a pu édifier un tel chef-d'œuvre où rien de profane, d'inintelligible, ni de vulgaire n'a sa place. Puisse donc la renaissance de cette admirable Église constituer un signe prophétique du renouveau de l'Église en France. J'invite tous les baptisés qui entreront avec joie dans cette cathédrale à ressentir une légitime fierté.
Yeah, thank you so much to the people translating in the chat. It really helps us. Thank you. And then he's saying, nothing profane has its place in this building. He's saying that this building, Notre Dame, this is Pope Francis, he's saying that this building is pure. Notre Dame is pure.
Ceux qui vous ont précédé dans la foi l'ont édifié pour vous. Les innombrables représentations et symboles qu'elle renferme vous sont destinés afin de vous guider plus sûrement vers la rencontre du Dieu fait homme et redécouvrir son immense amour. Par ailleurs, Notre-Dame sera bientôt de nouveau visité et admiré par une foule immense de personnes de toutes conditions, provenance, religion, langue et culture, pour beaucoup en recherche d'absolu et de sens à leur vie. Je sais, Excellence, que les portes leur seront largement ouvertes et que vous serez attachés.
And now he's saying that all these things help to meet God in human form. Translation from Pope Francis.
Puisse-t-elle percevoir la paix qui habite sa louange, ressentir la joie de connaître et d'aimer le Seigneur qui sait faire proximité, compassion et tendresse.
Sarah said he was just talking, Pope Francis in this message was just talking about uniting and bringing all people, all religions, peoples and cultures to the chapel. That's from Pope Francis. There's the ecumenical stuff coming through. And Pope Francis is blessing them all with peace. There's the ecumenical stuff, uniting, bringing all people, religions and cultures to the chapel.
Au nom du Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit, la paix soit avec vous. Notre-Dame a connu l'absence, aujourd'hui elle retrouve la présence de ceux et celles qu'elle rassemble. Notre-Dame a connu les ténèbres, aujourd'hui elle retrouve la lumière qui la fait resplendir et qui éclaire nos vies. Notre-Dame a connu le silence. Aujourd'hui, elle retrouve la joie des chants et de la musique, la joie de la louange qui monte vers Dieu. C'est pourquoi je vais maintenant demander à Dieu de bénir cet orgue. Se réveillant de son sommeil, qu'il porte...
And he's saying peace with you and with your spirit.
Seigneur notre Dieu, beauté toujours ancienne et toujours nouvelle, ta sagesse garde l'univers dans l'harmonie. Ta grâce donne à la terre sa beauté. À toi la louange incessante du cœur des anges qui contemple la splendeur.
And he's asking God to bless the instrument, aka the organ, and the rebirth of the organ and the consecration they're doing to the organ in the cathedral.
Les rachetés qui te chantent, Dieu saint, dans leur cœur, de leurs lèvres, par leur vie. Nous aussi, ton peuple saint rassemblé dans cette cathédrale, nous voulons joindre nos voix à ce concert universel. Et pour que notre chant qui monte vers toi soit plus digne de ta gloire, nous te demandons de bénir cet orgue pour qu'il accomplisse de son harmonie nos louanges et nos prières et que nos cœurs te chantent dans l'Esprit Saint. Par le Christ notre Seigneur.
And he's saying your holy people singing to you.
Éveille-toi, orgue, instrument sacré, entonne la louange de Dieu, notre Créateur et notre Père.
He's asking God to bless the organ. I need to be careful of the music if there's going to be any. So he's asking God to bless the organ so that it accompanies their praises and prayers. I need to be careful of the music. But yeah, they're talking about what was it? Was it the reawakening of the organ? Yeah, the reawakening of the organ. It's like it's kind of bringing the cathedral to life. I've just got to be careful of the music, just in case. Thank you to the translators in the chat so far. You've been such a massive help to us to understand what's being said in French. So, yeah, everyone in the chat, if you give them a quick thank you for helping us to understand more of what's going on. Thank you. So he's going to going quite frantic on the organ here. Quite a lot of sort of notes, slamming it down.
Orgue, instrument sacré, célèbre Jésus notre Seigneur, mort et ressuscité pour nous.
Here comes some more organ. Yeah, so this must be the reawakening of the organ part of the ceremony, which was saved from the fire. So, yeah, this, as I said earlier, this finishes it's about 40 minutes till this finishes, this whole ceremony. So we'll see what else they've got. I think they're going to do the relics. They're going to place the relics on the altar. So that could be what they claim is the crown of thorns, and it could be the Louis, Saint Louis they call, could be his cloak, I imagine. And various other things. So that's coming up, and the consecration of the altar. That's this is quite. I know you can't hear this. It's quite intense. He's sort of slamming down on lots of notes at once.
Orgue, instrument sacré, chante l'Esprit Saint qui anime nos vies du souffle de Dieu.
Yeah, so it seems to be like they're just going back and forth at the moment, where he's saying a few words, and then they're slamming down on the organ. Can our translators let us know what is he saying, the priest or bishop here, when he's going backwards and forwards between slamming on the organ? What's being said in French, or is it Latin? No, someone said organ music sounds terrible, but this is quite sort of slamming on lots of notes at once that kind of conflict with each other. It's not really tuneful at the moment. It's just sort of slamming down. I know, I'm just very careful with music because, honestly, YouTube is so sensitive to music. Yeah, so, as I said, it's not very tuneful, what's being played at the moment. It's very kind of... It's like a reawakening of the organ, isn't it? According to them.
Orgue, instrument sacré, élève nos chants et nos prières vers Marie, la mère de Jésus.
Now, honestly, someone said the music. I don't know if some of those things were actual pieces or not. I'm not sure. It was very kind of sporadic, slamming down on the loads of notes at once. No, the Pope's not here. The Pope's actually, we have a live feed tomorrow. The Pope is going to, what does it say? Pope Francis is paying homage to Virgin Mary in Rome. So the Pope must be in Rome at 3 p.m. GMT, which is 10 a.m. EST. He's placing a wreath of flowers and paying homage to the Virgin Mary on the Spanish steps in Rome. Oh, it's the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. So as I said, tomorrow morning there will be coverage of some people asked if we could show the Mass of the first Mass of this to see what's going on there tomorrow. So we will try and show that tomorrow in Notre Dame. That's in the early hours EST. About 9 a.m. in the UK tomorrow morning, Sunday, as part of this opening ceremony ritual for this weekend at Notre Dame. So still to come, I think we still have the relics.
Orgue, instrument sacré, fais entrer l'assemblée des fidèles dans l'action de grâce du Christ.
And as I said, at the end of this, we will do this. We'll try this competition where we can give away a free King James Bible. There's something new we're going to try. So we've got about 30 minutes left of this ceremony. What are you all thinking so far in the live chat? What do you think? What are your thoughts? I assume there's going to be some live footage also of the end of this as people leave as well, so we'll be showing that, because there's 50 heads of state here. Oh, that guy on the left, he doesn't look very happy. But yeah, we'll show the end of this as well. JG said we should pray for them. Rob777 said, did anyone else notice the checkerboard floors? D-Mar says time is short. Laura Adams says we fight not against flesh and blood.
Orgue, instrument sacré, apporte le réconfort de la foi à ceux qui sont dans la peine.
Crystal, our translator here, said that they're mentioning Christ and Abba, or the Father, but they allow their hearts to go into, quote, lies and idol worshipping. That's our translator of the French. They're just listening to what they're saying in French, and that's what they commented in the live chat. And also we have a translation: organ, sacred instrument, bring the comfort of faith to those who are in sorrow. So there's the comfort of faith. Yeah, so they seem to be referring quite directly to the organ and to the various parts of the Notre Dame cathedral itself. Translation: organ, sacred instrument, bring us the comfort of faith to all those who are in pain. Nikki H says Elon Musk is there. Absolutely, yes. We saw Elon Musk come in at the beginning. Donald Trump, Elon Musk. We saw Zelensky. We saw Prince William. Did you see Elon Musk in the congregation? Did you see him sitting down? I didn't see him sitting down, but I saw him earlier. Is Jill Biden there? I haven't seen her sitting down, but there was a name plaque for Jill Biden, but the seat was empty next to Trump earlier.
Orgue, instrument sacré, soutient la prière des chrétiens.
Apparently mainstream media is saying that this is welcoming... Did you say Mary? Mary back into the heart of the church, someone said. I've lost the comment. Yeah, the beginning of this started off... Oh, there's Kerry. The beginning of this started off with a song about Maria that was repeated over and over again. And then Crystal said the translation of that just then was, organ, sacred instrument, support the prayers of Christians. Yeah, very Romanism, yeah. Yeah. I mean, unsurprisingly, because it is Roman Catholic. And then apparently he said, in your hearts honour Christ the Lord as holy. True Normal TV said that as a translation. The Protestants said ISIS renamed Mary in the live chat. Yeah, Pope Francis did send a message which we had earlier. It was quite ecumenical, one world religion stuff that was read out. Pope Francis is not there in person, but he is. He did send a message to the congregation, and he's doing his Immaculate Conception stuff tomorrow with the Virgin Mary, which we will try and cover as well.
Orgue, instrument sacré, proclame gloire au Père, au Fils et au Saint-Esprit.
Oh, dearie me. Yeah, it's quite strange what's going on here, if you could hear it. It's sort of quite slamming down on some notes that really do clash. I mean, I don't mean... Maybe it's just my taste, I don't know, but it's kind of slamming on notes that clash on the organ. So it doesn't feel like it's a normal song, but it's quite frantic playing of the organ at times. Crystal said, translation is organ, sacred instrument, proclaim the glory to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's chaotic, Donahue. Yeah, the organ playing is quite chaotic and conflicting, like slamming, conflicting. It's not really tuneful. It's quite intense, conflicting. Ooh, I've got it in my headphones. David Lewis, we can't play music on. Unfortunately, they YouTube can pull the live stream down. Ooh. Yeah. It's very frantic. Discord, yeah. Chip Hawkins said discordant, yeah, very discordant. Discord. Oh. Yeah, it's very, very... It's a bit much. It's a bit much. Oh, dear.
Que le Seigneur, qui est digne de toute louange, nous accorde de le chanter sur terre, de bouche, de cœur et par toute notre vie, et qu'il nous donne de chanter au ciel le cantique nouveau éternellement. Par le Christ notre Seigneur.
Yeah, some people are saying, do you think it's copyright? I don't know. I just don't trust... You have to be so careful with the music on YouTube. I don't even risk it anymore. They even picked up a mosque in the Middle East when we were covering the conflict in the Middle East, and just a mosque like doing the call to prayer, and YouTube picked it up as some kind of the lyrics. Just said the lyrics are copyright, so it's just too much. So now they're they're doing like choir pieces, and everyone stood up. I assume they're going to do the Revelations of Rabbit Holes said about the Golden Age. And yeah, but they're going to do the relic, the so-called relic soon, I suppose. Got about 25 minutes left. So they're singing Amen. Alex asked, what's the Golden Age? Someone fill him in. This idea of this Golden Age, return to Eden, this counterfeit idea of a new world, new age, Golden Age. Yeah. So we've got some more choir singing at the moment. But yeah, that organ music, if you find this later on, and if you see it on TV or something, that very as someone said, Discordian, that resurrection of the organ, or whatever, reawakening of the organ. Anyway, it's good to have you all with us here. I hope you enjoy our coverage. This is our new independent coverage of world events, which we do regularly now, so please do subscribe to the channel. I'll put the subscribe link in the live chat. And you have to click all notifications on the bell so you know when we do go live. You should see the link there in the chat. We'll be doing this regularly now. We've got this for at least another year. So, these are licensed live feeds, so we can literally show mainstream content, like as in the cameras, and we can talk about whatever we want to. We don't have any oversight other than the YouTube rules. So, we can cover this as completely independent and show you what's going on in the world rather than going to the mainstream media. So it's quite nice to have this option, and I hope it is beneficial for people to be able to watch this away from the mainstream professional cameras, fully licensed. Thank you, Lonya. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely fine. Thank you for the encouragement. Really appreciate it. And thank you, Jerry Bates. No problem. I'm glad it's Glad it's helpful. And if you want to become a channel member, it's optional. You can, if you like. If you like the concept of this independent journalism, you can support us if you wish. Mud will post the link to the member if you want to become a member to keep us going. Thanks, Jaffa. Thanks a lot. Please do like the video as well if you can. That's really helpful. If you could click like on the video, it helps the algorithms to get the video out to more people.
Lecture de la lettre de Saint Paul, apôtre aux Éphésiens. Ainsi donc, vous n'êtes plus des étrangers, ni des gens de passage. Vous êtes concitoyens des saints. Vous êtes membres de la famille de Dieu. Car vous avez été intégrés dans la construction qui a pour fondation les apôtres et les prophètes. Et la pierre angulaire.
Yeah, if anyone can help us with the translation again, that would be good.
En lui, toute la construction s'élève harmonieusement pour devenir un temple saint dans le Seigneur. En lui, vous êtes vous aussi, les éléments d'une même construction pour devenir une demeure de Dieu par l'Esprit Saint.
C'est une vraie louange que nous adressons à Dieu, le Père de tous, en cette soirée bénie. Nous avons été dans l'attente de ce jour depuis 5 années et nous y sommes. Nous rendons grâce pour ce chantier si incroyable, mené avec grande énergie, mais aussi grande volonté de toutes les parties prenantes de le faire réussir, pour la joie de tous à l'évidence. Pour la satisfaction d'avoir relevé un défi inouï. Et il ne faut pas manquer de le dire pour le renom de la France, dont les entreprises ont démontré leur immense savoir-faire en matière de restauration de l'ancien. Une belle louange à Dieu qui nous a donné de rendre possible ce qui a priori ne le paraissait pas. Nous l'avons entendu dans le psaume. De la poussière, il relève le faible, il retire le pauvre de la cendre pour qu'il siège parmi les princes de son peuple. En effet, ce ne sont pas seulement les princes, les chefs, les notables qui ont leur place dans l'Église. Nous voulons qu'en elle puissent venir ceux qui habituellement...
So there's a mix of reading of Ephesians, and also it's a true praise we give to God. We are waiting for 5 years, and here we are, by great will, for the joy of all, having addressed this challenge. A good praise be to God. These are the types of things he's saying in French.
Les codes qu'on y respecte, à ceux qui savent chanter, à ceux qui pourront donner leur offrande,
It's a success and a joy to all, satisfaction of having taken a huge challenge. Praise God for making something impossible possible.
La pierre angulaire de cet édifice, puisque le mot Église est à la fois le nom d'un bâtiment et celui d'une communauté, c'est le Christ, comme le dit l'apôtre aux chrétiens de la ville d'Éphèse, toute jeune communauté chrétienne qu'il a vu grandir et se développer comme une belle fraternité de croyants. Et ceci signifie que la porte est ouverte à tous, même s'il est de passage, même s'il est un étranger, même s'il n'est pas un habitué. Ici, bien sûr, il pourra rester dans sa condition.
One of our translators in the chat is saying that Ephesians is being perverted here to exalt the cathedral as a spiritual building.
Recueillement, paix intérieure et sentiment d'une présence bénéfique, rassurante. Mais aussi le Christ lui ouvrira la porte de son cœur.
And then the angular stone of this building is Christ.
Vierge Marie, que nous honorons ici. Cette maison, justement, cette église insigne, cette cathédrale toute harmonieuse dans ses proportions et tout entière tournée vers le mystère du Christ, est le signe de la joie immense des croyants et de millions d'hommes et de femmes, d'enfants, de vieillards, de malades, de personnes avec handicap. Cette église.
And now he's saying that the door is open to all, those who are passing by, even if they cannot stay, it's open to all. The reading of Ephesians is over, and also earlier, as I said, the Pope Francis sent a message saying basically about all religions coming together.
Familière à chaque époque. Et par un mystère étonnant, elle a trouvé en notre siècle une renommée qui a justifié ce soin que nous prenons d'elle. Elle est comme un message qui traverse les époques et les frontières.
Okay, so it sounds like the young guy earlier, he was reading Ephesians, and now this is kind of, he's doing a little mini sermon thing here, I guess, and he's applying the reading of Ephesians to talk about this building being the spiritual temple, I think. That's what he's talking about.
Honneur et toute gloire, aujourd'hui et pour tous les siècles.
Thanks for the translation. That's really helpful. Thank you for the translation there. That helps to get some context about what's being said. Hello to Jenna Loves Yahweh. Welcome. Thanks for becoming a member. Really appreciate all the members of the Rise Live. It really helps us stay on the air. Thank you. Okay, so they're bringing some things to the front. Is this the relic segment? Did you see Elon? I didn't see Elon. Yeah, I didn't see Elon there, but some people saw Elon Musk. He is there, yeah. Okay, they're all singing some kind of hymn. Just being careful of the music again, sorry. Because of the copyright. If the mods could put some Telegram and Facebook links, if anyone's interested in joining our Telegram or Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube as well. If you subscribe to this YouTube channel, you'll get the updates when we go live with our news coverage. You have to click the notification bell to all notifications, so you can get notified when we do go live. We cover all the latest major world events. No, this is not the relics yet. The relics must still be coming. We've got about 12 minutes left officially of this, so we must be coming towards that part. They're burning incense here. But yeah, the relic part must still be about to happen. About 10 minutes left. Oh, apparently it says the relics is tomorrow. It says on my schedule that the relics is today. Maybe not. But maybe not. But we will be covering tomorrow morning. Crystal said they pray for these people. True Normal TV says 1 Timothy, for there is one God and there is one mediator between God and men, the man Christ Jesus. Thank you for your comments, folks. I really appreciate this. Rini says the Rebirth, the lotus flower, false light new age movement. They are entangled in lies and are blinded. Thanks for your comments in the live chat, folks. Really appreciate it. Okay, yeah, so maybe it is tomorrow, the relics. They say it's the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. Jeff Ward, thanks for being a member, Jeff. Says, now the Spirit speaketh expressly in the latter times, some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. Sean Welsh thinks they might bring out the ark.
Élargissons notre prière à la mesure du cœur de Dieu et à l'intercession de la Vierge Marie, présentons-lui les intentions de tous nos frères et sœurs.
Pour tous ceux et celles qui, au long des 5 dernières années, ont œuvré au relèvement de Notre-Dame, pour que tous ceux qui viendront en cette cathédrale puissent goûter et voir la beauté et la bonté de Dieu, prions le Seigneur.
And as I said, when this finishes soon after, we'll do this quick competition before we finish. It's the first time we've done this. I'm going to give away a free King James Bible. We'll see how it goes. I've never tried that before on here, but... Please do... Okay, apparently the translation is they're praying to God with the, quote, intercession of Mary. And someone else put in the chat that there's one mediator between God and men, Jesus Christ. Thank you for sharing your comments.
Pour tous les peuples de la terre, pour ceux qui exercent la lourde charge de les gouverner, et pour ceux qui subissent les horreurs de la guerre, afin que tous ensemble, nous recherchions la justice et les voies de la fraternité, prions le Seigneur.
And the same prayer to all those who worked for Notre Dame, to all who will come to the cathedral to taste the goodness and beauty of God, let's pray to God.
Pour l'Église répandue à travers le monde entier, afin qu'éclairée par la parole de vérité et conduite par l'esprit de sainteté, elle ne cesse de proclamer les merveilles de Dieu pour les hommes. Prions le Seigneur.
Oh, so Jill Biden is there. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention. She is there now then, yeah.
Pour que nous sachions nous émerveiller de la splendeur de la création qui nous est confiée.
Doing a prayer for all the nations of the earth, to all who govern them, and to all victims of war, for all of us who seek justice and peace.
Prions le Seigneur.
Praeceptis salutaribus moniti, et divina institutione formati, odemus dicere.
For the church across the earth, so that it continues to proclaim the good deeds of God. Yes, I am working hard on the sound button. This is what YouTube's like. It's become like a walking on eggshells on this website with music, I tell you. And then they say, so that we continue to marvel in front of God's creation, let's pray.
Dieu notre Père, tu nous donnes ce jour de joie pour fêter l'ouverture de notre cathédrale. À l'intercession de la Vierge Marie, Notre-Dame et notre Mère, fais-nous demeurer en ta présence, pour que nos cœurs s'ouvrent à toi et à notre prochain, jusqu'au jour où tous rassemblés, nous te bénirons éternellement. Par Jésus-Christ, ton Fils, notre Seigneur, qui vit et règne avec toi dans l'unité du Saint-Esprit, Dieu pour les siècles des siècles.
Yeah, please do click the like button if you can on the live video. It really helps us. Give the video a share if you could as well.
Le Seigneur soit avec vous. Le Seigneur soit béni. Et dans le nom du Seigneur.
I don't think anyone's worshipping the like button.
Le Fils et le Saint-Esprit.
Oh, there's Elon Musk. Yep. Thanks, Cabzeal. Thanks for hitting the like button. Much appreciate it. Thank you. I'll just wait for the music to be over. So this is just coming up to the end of the ceremony ritual now. The translation of this was just, Father, you give us this day of joy to celebrate this cathedral. With the intercession of Mary, Our Lady and Mother, allow us to remain in your presence so that our hearts be open to you. That's the translation. That's not coming from me. That's the translation of what has just been said. Till the day when altogether we will bless you eternally. That was the end of the translation. No, I haven't heard a lot about mention of Jesus. I mean, I haven't heard all the translation, but there doesn't seem to be... I haven't heard a lot. It seems to be a lot of reference to Mary. I don't know if I'll do a recap of this ceremony or not. This video will be available on the live tab on the Rise channel if you want to watch it again. All of our lives generally are left uploaded on the live tab if you want to watch them again if you missed them. At the front is lit up in gold. Yeah, tomorrow morning, as I said, there is a... Zoe Starr said, is there a part 2 of this ritual tomorrow? I believe so, in terms of the relics. Apparently that's tomorrow, and the Mass, the opening Mass. So we will be covering that tomorrow in the morning. It'll be early hours EST, very early hours EST, about 9 a.m. GMT. We do have a live link to that tomorrow. And the latest thing they just said is, through Christ our Lord, your Son, who lives and reigns with you in communion with the Holy Spirit, God forever and ever. Amen. But yeah, if you want to see the second parts of this, the opening mass tomorrow, Sunday morning, it's around 9 a.m. GMT, which is EST +5. So we'll cover that as well. Thanks to the mods. Thank you, David. Thank you, Mud. Thank you, Nikki H. And the other mods who are with us tonight. Thank you so much for all your help. Keeping the chat productive and helpful. So the translation here is, may God be with you. May God be blessed in the name of God. So, yeah, thank you, everyone. And through the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's the latest translation. We'll just see what happens at the end of this. This is just finishing now. Come to the hour. Should be finishing in the next few minutes. Alex said, thank you for broadcasting this. Absolutely no problem. I'm glad you could all join us. We've had a good number of people with us tonight watching. It's been really great to see you all. And please do join us when we do go live and show the latest world events and news that are relevant to see. So, independent source here. No people telling us what to do other than YouTube making us walk on eggshells at times. But no, we're appreciative of the platform and the ability to do this. So we just have to be careful about certain things. But other than that, we can cover things, direct and show you world events straight and direct without any major agendas in terms of like the MSM would be. So if you want to help us stay on the air, please do join as a channel member if you'd like to. Completely voluntary if you want to, but and we're going to do the giveaway the King James Bible soon. If you want to stick around for a few minutes, we'll do our little competition before we finish. Okay, frantic organ playing. Very, very loud frantic organ again. Very conflicting. Very frantic. Not tuneful. Doesn't sound like a piece of music. Just a lot of conflicting Discordian notes at the moment. It is it? Yeah, Sarah Church says, why do you think so many leaders are here? There is a very big event. I suppose it's a big monument, and that fire that took place a few years ago. Well, they say it was a cigarette butt or electrical fault that caused the fire, but this is so-called rebirth of the Notre cathedral, which means Our Lady. There's Trump and Macron shaking hands with the bishops. Jill Biden is that. Which row is Elon Musk? He's not on the front row. I'll give you a blast of it. You hear that? You hear how chaotic that is? Yeah, I could only describe it to you because I don't want to play it too much, but it's really intense. It's in my ears. It's like just conflicting, chaotic, dissonant, discordant. Yeah. And a lot of the awakening of the organ stuff was all like that. It didn't sound like a piece of music. It sounds like, like a child sort of slams on the keys, and then you say, "Can you stop touching the piano, please?" Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's a beautiful view there. Yeah. Disrespectful. Nikki H says it feels disrespectful. The sound. Oh, they're ringing the bells now. They're ringing the bells. The bells of Notre Dame.
Personne ne passe là, personne ne passe. Personne ne passe.
Yeah, I saw the Hunchback of Notre Dame earlier. Sanctuary. The bells of Notre Dame. Incredible footage, isn't it? How amazing to have these live links. So good to be able to cover it ourselves, isn't it? Not have any of those agendas. Yeah, again, someone was just saying there's a bit of discord again. There's a bit of an organ sound clashing with the bells again. It's like a Discordian thing. Interesting. Thank you for joining, Ms. Rex Murphy. Thanks for joining the channel. Really appreciate your support. Yeah, do you hear that organ in the background? The organ kind of clashing with it. And then the golden stuff, the golden age, perhaps. Uneasy, yeah. Hello, Rosie Cotton. Thanks for joining Rise Live. Really appreciate your support. Thanks for becoming a member. Thank you. It does make me feel a bit uneasy, the resonance, you know, the sound. Oh. Ooh. Strange. Okay. Okay, they're singing the national anthem of France. This is the national anthem of France. I've got to be careful of that. Professional singers and that. The red, white and blue French national anthem. Interesting. Yeah. You see the rain coming down, the storm that's come across Europe. Storm Dara. Which made them cool off. This was apparently all supposed to happen out the front. A lot of these, the ceremony was supposed to happen out the front courtyard of the cathedral, but they had to take it inside because of the storm. Yeah, but the thing is, True Normal TV said, well, about Mary. I mean, if it's the Queen of Heaven, it's not the same Mary, is it? It's not the same. It's the. Oh, okay. What's going on here? Okay, I think that's the end of that. So we will go to. We'll put we've got another view of Notre Dame. So that's ended. That was interesting, wasn't it? Wow. Okie dokie. There we go. That was the ceremony, rebirth ritual of the Notre Dame Cathedral tonight in Paris, with loads of key figures there. This should switch over. Oh, there we go. There's the live view. I'm going to try and do this before we finish. We're going to finish very shortly. And as I said, if you want to join us tomorrow morning for the part 2 of this, the live, that will be tomorrow morning. early hours in EST. That would be about 9 a.m. ish in the UK. So that would be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 a.m. ish EST. That will be the rough time tomorrow of the second part of this, where they'll be doing this mass in the morning. So if anyone wants to see that, that's the kind of time. Sorry it's so early in America. It must be a bit difficult to get up for some people, but I'm going to try and do this competition now, if I can, just before we finish. As I said, I have a King James large print Bible to give away, and this is the first time we've done this before we finish, so if you're in the chat, please do join in. What we're going to do is I'm going to choose a number between 1 and 100, and whoever guesses it, when I open it up, whoever guesses the number first, between 1 and 100, will win the King James Bible. So, if you want to partake, when I say go, please guess any number between... Emily is already guessed. You can't guess already. I haven't opened it up yet. These won't count, okay? Yeah, so I'm going to choose a number. When I say go, it'll only count after I say go, okay? But then, if you want to join in the competition, then please do be prepared to send me an email. When I say your username, if you do win, you have to send me an email and give me your address so I can send it to you. So only join in the competition if you're willing to do that, because that's the only way I can do it. So I will give you my email address in the chat, and then you'll have to send me an email if you're the winner. So, yeah, here we go. So, when we go, please guess a number between 1 and 100. Now. Competition open. Competition open. As soon as I see the number... Okay, we have a winner. Lonya was the winner. It was number 70. 70. Lonya, please send me an email to davyboys@gmail.com. It's there in the live chat. daveyboyz@gmail.com. Lonya, thank you. You guessed it right. It was 70. So the King James Bible is going to Lonya. That was the number. It was 70. Well done. We'll try and do a few more of these competitions as we go on. And each time we'll give away something, probably quite often a King James Bible. So, yeah, please do send me an email, Lonya, and let me know where I can send it to. Congratulations. Well done. You are the winner. We'll do it again. We'll do it again next time. So, if you're around, please do join us tomorrow. As I said, early hours of the morning, 9 a.m. GMT. EST is -5. Please do join us tomorrow if you want and see what's going on here tomorrow. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I really appreciate you coming. It's been so good to have you all with us. Please do join as a member if you're interested. The link will be in the video description. And please do join us again. Subscribe, click all notifications so you don't miss our live show on the notification bell. Thanks, everyone. Take care. It was davyboys@gmail.com, Lonya, DAVEYBOYZ. I'll put it again in the chat. Thank you, Lonya. Take care, everyone, and God bless.